My last day in the sacred Himalayas. Behind me you can see Trishul, Nanda Devi, Nanda Court, these magical mountains where one feels one is above the fray, above all the problems that we experience here in this world. Today I would like to speak about scrutiny and about the scrutiny that Mr. Narendra Modi has introduced and which is irking many people. Many people are either angry silently or vocally or even riot in the streets and burn buses and trains. So I'm going to talk about scrutiny. Now, India is one place where you can live freely without papers for years. Suppose the illegal Bangladeshi immigrants. The Congress itself said, in those days of Sonia Gandhi, that there were about 10 million illegal Bangladeshis. They live in India without any problem. And the Westerners, in the time of the hippies, you could go without papers, without visa. It was very easy. Now, India needs some scrutiny, and this is what Mr. Narendra Modi is doing. The Citizen Act or the National Population Census or the Aadhaar cards, or the PAN cards, have ways to avoid people cheating because India, unfortunately, is a country where people cheat. And this is why the economy has gone down, because now it is more difficult to pay in cash, huge amounts in cash. So people are keeping their money, they're keeping their cash, they're not spending it. They need to spend it. Because of that scrutiny, they're afraid to spend it. But look at countries like China. It's 1,000,000 times more scrutiny than in India. In India, you're still free. You still have a certain amount of freedom that even in the US you don't have. In the US you're marked, you're stamped, you're on internet, you're everywhere. They can catch you anytime. Not so in India. I can hide in the Himalayas here. Nobody will find me. So that scrutiny is important and essential, and Mr. Modi did the right thing. I know it can be a pain. I myself and my wife, we find that the lower bureaucracy is twisting the scrutiny, is making your life miserable, and the life of honest small people, not the big cheats, not the guys who have crores of rupees of cash, but guys like us who are above the law, who do everything in white. We have a trust. Because I'm building a museum in Pune, this trust is all above the law, it's got all the permission, yet my bank, HDFC, makes my life miserable. They ask for so many papers again and again. They sit on the FCRA on the small amounts of US dollars that I get from my sister concern in the US that comes to India legally and become rupees. They sit on it, for 2 weeks, ask all kind of useless questions because they all have the answers already. They have the papers, they have everything. They have my OCI, they have my passport, they have my PAN card, they have my personal and trust PAN card, they have my Aadhaar card. So Mr. Modi does not know in Delhi that actually this scrutiny is misused, but not only by the lower bureaucracy, but also by the banks, the private banks, who sit on your money and make money out of it. But still, I would like to say that scrutiny is important. In the light of Sri Aurobindo and Swami Vivekananda, scrutiny is truth. We need to live by truth. We need to be more honest in India. We need to be above the black. We need to be in the law, in the right. Namaste.